Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today I'm going to be making some creamy queso chicken enchiladas. So I have let me see. It's one pound rotisserie chicken that's already been pulled off of the chicken, and it come in some really big pieces. I tossed the bottom part already. So I am chopping this up with a good pair of kitchen scissors. I had my chicken and was going to cook it and shred it, and then I thought, you know what, it's already 4:30, and I thought that's not going to give me much time to get my enchiladas. Hang on a minute, let me grab another pair here. Although that hand gets to, there we go. This is going to make enough for about about four people. Now, that arm and that hand will get you. Now, I'm going to put in a tablespoon that's just been washed. I've been baking too, doing a video for y'all. This is taco seasoning, my homemade taco seasoning, and I'm gonna put 2 heaping tablespoons, and I will be tasting it, but you can put in 1 pack of taco seasoning of your choice. Now, I had about 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, and then I filled the rest of my cup up with a little bit of heaping here with, this is all natural, non-fat Greek strained yogurt. You can see the name that I use. I could have done the whole cup, but I had a little bit of the yogurt. I could have done the whole cup of yogurt, but I had a little bit of the sour cream that I needed to use out of a container, and you know me about not wasting. I thought I'm going to go ahead use so I end up using about 1/4 cup of sour cream. If you say, Nan, I don't have any yogurt, but I've got sour cream, use the whole thing in sour cream. It just makes it a lot lighter. I'm making this more so that I can eat it, you know, trying to keep the carbs low. We got our chicken, we got our taco seasoning in there, homemade taco seasoning. We've got, I just got through washing dishes. You can see they're over at the sink right now. Let me grab a little towel here, wipe my finger. I need a bigger spatula. Now I'm going to put in about, I'm going to move this over here real quick. I've been shredding over here to the side, shredding some cheddar cheese. I did about 4 ounces of cheddar cheese there. Whatever I don't use in this, I'm gonna put about a cup worth in here, and I'll probably use this other down next to the end, okay? But that is just regular cheddar, cheddar cheese. Now, I'm gonna stir this up real good. Now we're going to do a little bit of, this is a real simple recipe. Throw your chicken in there, your taco seasoning, your cup of sour cream or yogurt, and your packet of seasoning, your sour cream, your chicken, and your shredded cheese. Now, this is going to be our filling that we're going to put into our enchiladas, but we're going to do a little something on the stove. So I've got to get y'all moved over there, okay? Let me make sure I didn't lose nothing. I almost left out my 4-ounce can when I was moving all my stuff. That's why the light's weird right now. 4-ounce can of green chilies, okay? Let's just put them in there. Let's put them in there and get that stirred up again. Now we've got everything in our mixture part that goes inside the enchiladas. Now, let's get everything else going on the stove and we'll put this together, okay? Okay, we're over at the stove and I've got a good sized little saucepan here. And I've got 1 can. This is a 10-ounce can of mild diced tomatoes with green chilies. This is the mild one. If you want the more spicy or whatever, you can adjust this to your own liking. I'm putting in 1. I'll show you the box. Y'all don't scream. Don't scream. If you want to use something different, use something different. I'm putting in a 16-ounce box, little 16-ounce box of Velveeta Original. I've cut it into pieces. We're just going to melt this together. This is a quick supper. I'm not kidding you. Just, you know, it takes longer for me because that, let me wash my hands, okay? Now, I have never used this before. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and I thought, Pop will like this. It's jalapeno sauce. And I just opened it up and just touched my finger and tasted of it. And it's got a little bit of a kick, so I'm just going to put maybe less than a teaspoon. We're going to let this slowly. I turned down my heat because I don't want it to stick. And I'm going to let this totally melt on very, very low. Almost on off. Just let it sit here and finish. Continue to, well, really, I might just turn it off because just the heat's going to melt the rest of that. And that's all we're interested in. I'm going to taste that and see if it's got a kick. Yep, you know, it takes a minute or so for you to feel it, but it's not bad. If y'all get a chance, that's pretty good stuff, and I'm not great big on spices or anything. So I think that will give it just enough heat. Maybe just make it a full teaspoon. I've never seen the jalapeno. They probably sell it all over the place, and I just never looked for it. But I'm going to turn this off and just scoot it over here off of the eye, okay? Okay, I've got, this is probably a 10 by 10. This is one of the old Pyrex, not Pyrex, I guess they are Pyrex. Corningware or something, I can't remember. The old blue flowered ones. I love that thing. Okay, now I'm using Carb Smart's Zero Net Carbs. Zero Net Carbs is what I'm using. These are tortilla wraps. You can get them at your supermarket. I got mine at Walmart. You all get yours wherever you want to get them. But I'm going to put that over to the side. And I've sort of got them laid out here because they were trying to stick together on me. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of this in each one. About 1/4 to 1/2 cup in there. And then I'm going to take just a little bit more of this cheese. Just a little bit. And I'm going to wrap this up and put it face the opening down in my dish. Okay. Put just a tad bit more cheese. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. This is supposed to make about 10, but I don't know. You know, somebody's at my door. Hang on a minute. Okay, it was Willow. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on that one. It was Willow coming to work. We'll just pack these in there. And this is something that you can do ahead of time. You know, you can make these up and then you can put them in the oven to bake. But this is something that if you're watching your, you have diabetes or whatever, this is something that you can have. Chicken is good. The chilies are good. You get a little bit of good protein from the chicken. You get some good protein from the what do you call it there? From the cheddar cheese. That one has just a little tear in it. Probably got enough for one or two more. We're going to roll these up. This is something that you could almost do before you went to work. I'm going to do one more. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This makes 8. I can use the rest of this, put it in a little container and save it. And next week, you know, you can even freeze it. And then whenever you want just enough to do for lunch, just do you one, you know. Instead of doing the Velveeta or whatever, just do whatever kind of cheese you've got. And I'm just going to go ahead, since this is just a little bit, and I'm just going to get this up and clean it up a little bit. Then I'll have to clean this mess up, but that way I get all the cheese and don't waste any. Now I'm going to take the queso part of it and I'm going to pour this right over top of my dish. You want to coat that good. Yummy. Now you don't have to put any jalapenos in there, but see, I can have this. I can have it. Let me grab one little thing. I need to not let that boil over right there if it gets too hot. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of mozzarella. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just right on top. This is optional. You don't have to do this, okay? We're going to put it in a, let's see, it's going to go into a hot oven. Let's put it in at 350 for about 20 or 25 minutes, and I'm not going to cover it, okay? Okay. Look how yummy. I baked it 350 degrees for about 25 minutes, okay? You can do 25 to 30 minutes, okay? Let's get pop some out of here. Oh my goodness. This is the hard part, you know, handling this. There we go. I'll fix mine in just a few minutes, but I always get Pop's first. I've got some lettuce to go on his, some shredded up lettuce. And then I've got some tomatoes. we're going to serve right on top. And then I'm going to let him control his jalapenos. And I'm going to just put just a dab of sour cream right on the top. Get a picture, and we'll be ready to roll. We've got everybody's plates fixed. We'll just set these extras. I'll set Pops over here so that he should be in just a minute. I'm going to grab a fork, and I'm going to get me a bite. Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for your blessings, Lord. Thank you for everything we had to have to make it, Father, for providing for us, Lord. And I pray, God, you will bless it, Lord, to nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to do your service. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to get me a bite. I won't be able to eat all this, but that's just one. Wow, that's a big old bite. Sorry. That is so good. Where I put that jalapeno sauce in there, it's got just enough kick, just a little bit of kick. I forgot to put me some sour cream. Now I meant to put me some, that's about a tablespoon. But I meant to put me some, which I will, some Greek yogurt. I'll put some yogurt on top of that and just have just a little bit of that, because I love the sour cream when I eat Mexican. I do. So instead of eating that, now listen, this is a lighter meal. You can use the zero tortillas. Yes, you've got just a few carbs. You've got some carbs in your Velveeta. If you want to use, a different kind of cheese or whatever, there's just not a cheese that melts like Velveeta. That's the problem. If we had good cheese that melted and made such a great dish, that would be different. I'd be using it. But Velveeta is, that definitely is a great melting cheese. And so I hope y'all get a chance to make this. I want y'all to know that I love yous. I appreciate yous. I'm going to set this down for Pop in just a minute, and he's going to eat. And I can put him out some salsa and some chips to go with that. But I don't think he'll eat them. He's got so much right there, I don't think that he will eat that much. But listen, I love y'all. I hope you get a chance to make this lighter dish. Like I said, you can switch it out. Your chicken is good for you. That's good protein. Your can of tomatoes, and you're getting a few carbs there. But we're allowed a few carbs during the day. So I usually save mine up for one good meal. So this will do me. I probably won't eat half of it, but it'll be good. So if you want to make a lighter dish, this sure will be your dish to make, okay? And not just lighter, but it's low in carbs. So I'm going to let you go, and I will see you next time, Lord willing, maybe for another recipe, and we'll get back together, okay? I'll see y'all. Love you, and don't ever forget how much the good Lord loves you, okay? How he provides for us and how good he is to us. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.